Welcome to the review of the HP Pavilion 15-inch gaming laptop, featuring a Core i5 and a GTX 1050 Ti. Let's start with the design of this laptop. So this is one of the cheapest gaming laptops that you can buy. It has great specs, but you can see that they have chipped out on the quality of the materials. They're going to resist gaming and a lot of years of struggle, but it's not aluminum like premium laptops, it's plastic. So let's start on the back. It's a matte plastic, it's black, and has a HP logo on a green field, but it's also gray. It's a metallized green, I can say. And it's the classic HP logo. It's not the new one. Here you have the vent, and on the back you have two rubber feet that are green, and the fan intake for the graphics card and for the laptop. Okay, let's turn it around. On the front, it's still plastic, but it's very hard plastic, it's durable. It has very big bezels, but I think this is because the laptop is big and they only use the 15-inch screen. I think you can fit a 17-inch screen in this frame, but this was the choice that HP did. Most laptops, they come with a small bezel, but it's not a problem. I think it's going to be better with sun coming from behind, since there's more black area, so you don't see the sun near your bezel. Anyway, plastic, some shinier plastic in here with brushed aluminum finish, and this is the keyboard. It's a full keyboard with a numpad, so it's going to be great for somebody that does also accounting or as a side job, or who needs a numpad in general. The trackpad is big, and I think you can even play some light games with it, since I think this is the reason why they put a big trackpad, so you can game light on this. But I recommend having a mouse for any types of gaming purposes. Let's talk ports. So on the right side is an SD card reader, one USB 3.0, one HDMI, an Ethernet jack that extends, so it's not full size, and the power adapter with an LED for when it's plugged on. On the left side, the Kensington lock, two USBs, and a combo jack for audio and microphone. What it lacks a USB Type-C, which in 2019, when I'm filming this, and I think it's going to be sold in 2020 as well, it's a bad thing. And now all laptops have USB Type-C, so because you can use them as a display port, or you can daisy chain it and put a lot of devices on it. But it's not going to be a problem if you only game on the laptop and you're not planning to do anything besides using your HDMI port and your USB port. Okay, also the design of the soundbar. Here is a big soundbar, and I think the sound is great, it's okay. Especially when you compare it to muffled the laptop that has the speaker on the bottom. And the hinges are of good quality, and they are in this chrome finish. So this is the power brick. It's a very big one, and I think it weighs about half a kilo. Compared to the laptop, yeah, it's big. Other laptops come with a power brick that is about this size. But it's okay, judging it by the fact that this laptop needs a lot of power. It has a full-fledged graphics card, it has a pretty powerful processor, even though it's a low power one by consumption, and it has a big resolution screen, so it needs a lot of power. So I think this is the reason, but definitely HP chipped out on this. They could have made it smaller. Depends on you. It might be a bummer, it might be okay. If you have a plug on your table, it's not a problem. If you have to like plug it on the wall high up and you have to let it float in the air, it's going to be a very big problem since it's very heavy. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this connector. So let's talk about the specs of this computer. So as you can see from the sticker, it has a Core i5 8th-gen processor. It's the 8250U. So it's a low power processor, but it's going to be enough paired with a GTX GeForce 1050. The cool thing about this laptop is that it does not have a graphics card made for laptops. It's the full-fledged 1050 graphics card. So if you buy a 1050 for your computer, for a mainframe, it's going to give you the same performance as this laptop. That's great because Nvidia with the 10 series graphics and the 11 series graphics has full-fledged PC graphics inside a computer. So this is the perfect combo. I think this is the sweet spot. The processor and the video card are perfectly balanced. So if you have a more powerful processor, it's going to be not useful for the graphics card, and if the graphics card was a little bit powerful, it would have been bottlenecked by the processor. So it's great specs. Yeah, the variant that the owner of this laptop bought has 4 gigs of RAM. There's also a variant with 8 and 16. But here's the catch. Here in Romania, where he bought it, and I think this is the case everywhere, it's about 450 euros, the 4 gig variant, and the 8 gig variant is about 510. So it's a 60 euro price difference. But with 60 euros, you can buy another 8 gigs, an SSD, and go to a certified service and install this. So you're going to have 12 gigs, SSD, and the installation. So I would highly recommend going for the 4 gig variant if it's a big price difference in your region between the 8 gig and the 4 gig, and installing the other parts yourself, since you have a free slot for an SSD and a free slot for RAM. If the price difference isn't that much, okay, you can go for any variant of this laptop. It came with an 1 terabyte hard disk for mass storage, and trust me, you're going to need an SSD for this because Windows 10 has a problem with hard disks, and you definitely need to buy an SSD for this. Okay. Other specs. So it has a full 1080p panel that has okay viewing angles. So if you get on one side or the other side, you're going to see color discoloration, but it's okay since it's a gaming laptop. You don't want to show people on the sides what's happening. You want to see yourself from the front. And from the front, the colors are pretty good. You can see from this vivid background that the owner chose to have. Also, it has Wi-Fi AC like nearly any other laptop, so it's going to be fast Wi-Fi, and it has a 52-hour watt battery that is going to last gaming for like an hour and a half, maybe 2, depends on the game that you are going to play. Though I recommend using this with the brick that it came with. It's a very big brick. I'm going to show you later how it looks. And also it comes with 3 windows and 2.2 kilograms. So it's not that heavy for a gaming laptop. And it's pretty thin. As you can see, it's thin. It's not that heavy. It's one of the best gaming laptops for people that want to go with this laptop everywhere and don't want to carry a massive behemoth. Like, if you remember the laptops of 4 years ago for gaming, there were big, chunky, nearly 10 kilogram machines. This can beat them, and it's only 2.2 kilos. Gaming wise, this is a very powerful laptop. We're playing League of Legends. I know this is not a very demanding game, but it's a casual game, and I think this is the game that you want to play on the go on a laptop. And on very high settings with all the effects on and stuff, it has 140 FPS. In my opinion, you don't need to be on very high, you can play on medium. I like it more that way. I think too many details are catching my eye. So you can get more than 100 FPS. I don't know why I would need them because the screen has a 60 Hz refresh rate, but you know that you have this power. and you can use it. This has been the review.